Hi, this is Bonnie Griner, and I wanted to talk about mornings, like morning, afternoon, evening, that kind of morning. I've been seeing a lot of posts on social media about getting up early in the morning and getting things done. And I've been hearing from more and more moms saying they can't get up early in the morning for lots of reasons. And they feel so badly when they read all of these bloggers talking about getting up early. And I'm here to say to you, it's not really about the time you wake up. I had just heard from a mom last night. She was so sad. She was reading a particular blogger's post that day about getting up early and getting everything done in the first hour you're awake before the kids are awake, except her husband works 12 noon until 8 at night, gets home about 8:30, and if she didn't let the kids stay up later, they wouldn't see their dad. And so, because he has an early morning job also. So she lets the kids she lets the kids stay up to see dad and then lets them wake up around 9 in the morning, which is when she'll wake up because she spends time with her husband after the kids go to bed. And it works for her until she was reading all this stuff on social media. So I'm here to tell you a very quick story. I am a morning person, sort of. I was a morning person. I was like the joke of our local town. If you want Bonnie Griner to get something done, ask her in the morning, because by noon she is not good for very much. And that was true. 4:35 in the morning, I was rip-roaring to go. I was great. By around noon, I was exhausted. I just would sit on the sofa, maybe read a book or two to the kids. I wouldn't get much done. By 8 o'clock at night, I was so tired, I couldn't give the kids their evening baths because I was too tired. So they often went to bed dirty, and I gave them their evening bath the next morning. Now, in my case, a lot of that I found out 2 years ago was due to I wasn't taking vitamins, I wasn't taking omegas. I thought I was taking good ones, and I stopped because I didn't feel any differently. So I stopped taking them. My gut had a lot of bacteria. I started taking Plexus, and I was short on chromium. I was not getting chromium. Google it. Google chromium deficiencies. See what you come up with. So I started taking Plexus products, and I will call myself a morning person, but I will easily get up still around 5 in the morning, and I will be going strong through 10 or 10:30 in the evening. I don't need caffeine. There's no caffeine in Plexus products that I'm taking. There's none. It's just my body has regained its health. So if you are dragging because of that, there's ways out of it. If you just go to bed late and you choose to get up early, or maybe you're up 3 or 4, 5, 6 times with a baby or a toddler and you want to sleep in, that is fine. It's not about what time we get up, it's what we're focused on. Because even though I would get up at 4:30 or 5 in the morning, some days I would go to bed that night and think, wait, I haven't even hugged each of my children. Wait, I didn't even hug and kiss my 4-year-old. It was what? Like, what is going on here? I got up early, I had hours to do everything, and I was busy. The laundry was yelling at me and cleaning the house and making the meals, and I didn't hug my children. Like, what is our focus? When we go to bed tonight, what will we hope to have happened? Well, I'd like to do devotions, at least for a couple minutes. I'd like to affirm each of my children, hug them, kiss them, affirm them, tell them, you're such a great encourager, or you're such a helper, or I love you so much, or this family wouldn't be the same. I want to do that every day. Those are my focused areas. My God, my husband, my kids, then my home. And I know there's things screaming at me. But it's not as much as would I get up in the morning, because I was getting up early. But I let everything in the home that was screaming at me determine what I did that day. And what was most important and what I should have been focusing on wasn't happening. So having said that, what are you focusing on? What is your focus? What is most important to you? Make a short list. Try to have a devotion. Maybe you want to memorize a Bible verse a day or a week or in a year. Some of my other goals were to read out loud to the children. They loved it. So we would try to read 15 to 30 minutes a day out loud. I always played a game with the children every single day, whether it was Go Fish or Chutes and Ladders. I loved that interaction. I always hugged and kissed and affirmed each child every day once I realized this. I also spent 15 to 30 minutes trying to read something or listen to something that would help me. So what is your focus? Let's not be so, let's not judge ourselves and be so tempted to get up at 5 in the morning because so-and-so blogger is getting up at 5. Or let's just do what works for us, depending on what your children are doing and how they're sleeping. But let's have a focus for each day. And there's going to be some days we don't meet our focus. A child's sick, we're sick, we get called out of the home. There's 1,000 reasons. But we know what's important to us, and it's not so much what time the clock says as what we want our heart to say. You know, we know that love always wins and love conquers all, and we'll be remembered by our love. And yes, the laundry has to get done. And whatever areas in which you don't feel confident or don't have a great system, simplify them. That's been a secret. Simplify the areas in which you struggle. For me, it was meal planning and cleaning the house from top to bottom, and I came up with a plan for both. So simplify those areas and focus on what's really important to you, and each day gets so much better. All right, thanks.